Part of one of the things we wanted to do at Art of the Lakes, because a lot of the public art has come through Art of the Lakes, the gallery in downtown Battle Lake, was to put together a walking tour or brochure so people could do a self-guided tour of the public art. So we put together brochures, and this will be what we will use when Patrick and I do the presentation on Saturday. The public art, interestingly enough, has been both some artists and some community volunteers, and mostly youth. So every one of these projects has been done with volunteers and youth, and all the money has come through donations or sponsorships. So I didn't bring enough for everybody, but if you could share one thing, if you want to open it up fully, and if you look at the metal sculpture and bicycle racks, and if you look at the last sentence there, bicycle racks were funded in part by Partnership for Health. And we really, Patrick was on the committee, and Patrick was, they gave a sizable portion of money toward the artistic bike racks. Patrick said that this is, there's been public art in a long time, but actually it started in 2002. And it started with the two things that happened that year, the mural on the bakery wall, and the second thing was the donation, the commission of the art honoring our heritage with the Indian maiden. Mary Williams did a sculpture that was commissioned by the Historical Society to honor the earliest inhabitants of the Battle Lake area. So this is, once again, if you'd like to keep this, feel free to. And one thing that's been incredibly successful, I have to say, was in the art stream, the big fish. You see the big fish there, and that's great. People see it and they look at it, and I hate looking at that picture. I feel like I need to have a personal trainer here. But in any event, one of the things we did was we did a Paint the Pavement project as associated with this art stream. It was a closed alley, and we sent out an RFP, and we got this little tiny woman from Elk River who responded to the RFP, and she's the one that built this huge 14-foot fish. In addition to that, we wanted to do something for the pavement, and we decided we'd do Paint the Pavement, and 74 people came together, including Patrick and several of his friends, maybe some of you, to paint aquatic designs on the asphalt. And the purpose of that is it's like a coloring book. So kids or anybody can come along and chalk on the asphalt. And we have a box there that says, here's the chalk in here. And there is hardly a moment that entire asphalt is not covered with chalk designs and names. And then every time it rains, it washes off, and then they start all over again. So it's just kind of happened, and nothing was planned from the beginning except the two grants that Patrick and I were on the committee to see those through. So it's just kind of happened, one project at a time. And to me, the important thing is that it was community effort and donations or grants through the fundraising. So, any questions?
Reba, I pestered you quite a bit about the inclusion of some of these types of images, or this image in the 125th anniversary book. And I'm pleased to say that out of the 150 photos I sent you, 2 or 3 got in there, right?
That's true.
I'm really happy about that.
During celebrating the 125th anniversary, we realized we really didn't have anything celebrating history, and it's like, well. So kind of late in the game, like starting in January, we decided we already have a 100-year celebration book called After the Battle, Battle Lake, and we decided we would catch up from 1991 to 2016, and it would be Battle Lake Seasons of Change. So that book should be coming out next week. And Patrick is right. He pestered me. He even gave me the flash drive to include all the photos. So that is going to be talked about in the book. But the second thing is we have 125 years of history. So if you'll look in this brochure, we're having a walking tour of, it's called Walk Through History. And it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sons of Norway are going to be there selling the Rumagrot and their lefse. If you like that, then show up. But that contains exhibits from everything. I mean, from city government to families to recreation to everything that's happened over the last 125 years. Should be a lot of fun. And for that display, I haven't even told Patrick, he'll be so happy that he didn't have to prompt me. We're going to have a display of all of the Complete Streets project from beginning to end. So that will be part of that, that exhibit. So thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me to come and letting me peddle my wares here, the 125th, and then also the public art.